Hofberg is a clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, and tarot reader. She does not ask for the details about your life, but primarily relies on her gift of clairvoyance to receive the psychic insights that will be the most helpful to you about your soulmate, relationships, money concerns, and your career path. As a pet psychic, she will receive insights about what your pet or pets want you to know. As a medium, she will connect with your loved ones on the other side. Shelley Hofberg is the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show, produced by Goldilocks Productions and presented on Blog Talk Radio, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shelley brings together the pioneers and visionary teachers to share with you some of the most enlightening knowledge that is out there today to expand your horizons and open the paths to higher consciousness.
Welcome to the Psychic Horizon Show. I'm your host, Psychic Shelley Hofberg, and today's special guest is Jeremy Riden, who will be talking about how to create wealth in your life and doing psychic readings for you. And before I bring on Jeremy, I just want to make some quick announcements that on April 19th, I'm having psychic medium Brian Ross as my guest. He's the host of the Magical Journey show that comes on 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And on April 26th, I'm having Bob Stahl, who will be talking about angel cards. On May 3rd, I'm having Bill Foss, who's the author of, who will be talking about the Akashic Records, and is the author of Journey to the Akashic Records and the Secrets of Spiritual Success. And on May 10th, I'm having Jeremy Riden back, who's the author of The Quest Method, Your Intuitive Destiny Guide, and Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You Always Wanted. And on May 24th, I'm having Carl Jung talking about dreams. On May 31st, I'm having Kirsten Ross, who will be talking about animal communication. And this coming Saturday, I'll be at the Learning Light Foundation Psychic Fair in Anaheim, California, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on April 21st, I'll be at the Center for Spiritual Living in Huntington Beach, the New Earth Expo, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on April 28th, I'll be at the School of Multidimensional Healing and Science in Irvine from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm now ready to bring on my guest, Jeremy Riden. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, Shelley. Hello, everyone out there listening to Psychic Horizon.
Hello, Jeremy. Can you tell the callers a little bit about yourself?
Well, yes, I'm excited. My name is Jeremy Riden, and I'm an intuitive life coach. I help people become emotionally empowered to live their best life, to reach their dreams. So I do a lot of emotional healing through astrology teaching, through psychic awareness, and all kinds of metaphysical teachings. And so today we're going to be taking callers and trying to get them a little bit more clear insight about who they are as a person and what they're here to accomplish.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. And Jeremy, can a person create more wealth in their lives by metaphysical practices?
Absolutely. Everyone out there right now, I don't care if you don't have two nickels to rub together, you can create a more prosperous and wealthy life. There is power in metaphysical teachings that we're going to go about in today's talk show on Psychic Horizon on different systems that you can use. We're going to look at your astrology chart, which tells us specifically how you can access wealth in your life. Not everybody accesses wealth in the same career or the same job or in the same sector of the world. We all have our own individual path. The astrology chart tells us what path we're on. But there are some principles that work no matter what path you're on. And these are metaphysical teachings. These are spiritual teachings, like the law of attraction, like give and it shall be given back, about sowing and reaping. Spiritual principles that you can apply with visualization and imagery, imagination, that you can apply in your private prayers, in your private time of meditation, in your daily going about in your thinking and the conversation you have with yourself. You can have financial conversations with yourself that will release you from holding yourself back in the area of finances and find out how to get the flow of prosperity into your life. So yes, it's been proven, not by me, but by many countless people, that how you think directly affects what you get. And we can help you to think better so you can get better. Back to you.
And Jeremy, let's take our first caller, which is area code 201. Hello, 201.
Hello. Thanks for taking the call. I'm Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hi. Could you tell me what you think about, like, health? Because I have something going on, and I'm a little nervous about it. And I'm going back to the doctor next week, so I just want to know if you pick anything up about that. Since it's an issue I've had before. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, we're so glad that Jennifer called, and we definitely want Jennifer to be healed. We'll be doing a prayer meditation for her throughout this call. Before we get started on that, anyone that's calling in, do like Jennifer, state your question clearly, and then give me your birth day and month and how old you are, and that will help me to look what's going on in the Destiny cards while Shelley goes ahead and deals in the psychic realm. Jennifer, when is your month and day of birth?
It's October 9th, and I'm 39.
Okay. And you're 39. Excellent. I'm gonna take a look, and this is your health. You've been having health problems.
Yes.
Okay, Shelley, what can you pick up on the health of Jennifer? And she's a little worried, and see what you can see, Shelley, and I'll take a look at the cards.
Well, I'm picking up something with bladder or kidneys or stomach. Have you had trouble with those areas?
Yeah, that's what's going on. The kidney thing, cooking again. I have pain on the left side.
And I feel that the kidney may be inflated, and that's why it's painful, because I feel some, pain there. So I feel it may be inflated, and you may have just a kidney infection, which could be treated by medication.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be able to treat it with medication, and you'll be
It's even been hurting me to lay on my side, everything. It just hurts. So.
Yes, that's because it's inflated.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well,
that's something you picked up right on that area.
And the doctor will be able to give you some medication to treat the kidney. And Jeremy, what do you pick up for Jennifer?
Well, Jennifer and everyone listening, you can see that Shelley's the real deal. She picked up on the kidney situation right off of the bat. And what I want to do is I want to take it a step further. She's telling you the doctors are going to help heal it, and I believe her, but we want to know what caused it. What caused this to reoccur in your body? And I'm going to suggest, if you haven't read, that you reread, and everyone else out there read the late Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life. I Can Heal Your Life book. And it tells you that book tells you exactly, if you got kidney problems, this is what's going on in your life emotionally. That sickness is a direct result from emotional issues, past life issues, or even issues of spiritual, what we call being out of alignment. And so I don't want to get in a debate on did we cause our sickness, or we're bad people. We're not bad people. But looking at your chart, I'm seeing this year, there's something about loss in love, hurt in love, something about either a betrayal in love, or it doesn't have to just be a husband. It could be friends. It could even be a family member, but a deep sense of betrayal in your subconscious mind that's causing these negative thoughts that you're not even aware of, that's putting toxins. Now, what are the kidneys? The kidneys are what? They flush out toxins. Kidneys flush out toxin. So when the kidneys are not functioning right, it tells us there's an overload. There's an overload. Somewhere, toxins not being released. So, Jennifer, I would ask you, I would go into your meditation time, into your prayer time, and I would say, God, what in the area of my emotion, in the area of my heart, what bitterness, what hurt, what pain in the past am I holding on to that's affecting my current thinking? So, a lot of people do this in relationships. They had a bad relationship in the past. They start married. They divorce their spouse. They marry someone new. But before you know it, the new person acts just like the old person because there wasn't a healing. There wasn't a healing. So you say the Holy Spirit revealed to me the area that I need to heal in my heart so I can start thinking more positively. And you'll find out that your kidneys will begin to naturally heal along with the help of the doctor. I hope that brings you some insight on what's going on in the situation.
Yes, thank
Excellent.
you. And what is this book again? Louise Hay? I need to know the name.
Yes, Louise Hay. The name of the book is You Can Heal Your Life. And and I might be off on that. If I am, you just type in Louise Hayes.
I'll find it.
One book. It's her number one book, and it falls under the, I'm going to go back to Shelley, but it falls under a type of astrology or a type of psychicness that's called intuitive medicalness. Intuitive medical, which means that there are intuitive reasons why you are physically sick. And it's a great book. Anyways, though, anyone out there that would like to know more about how to get a psychic reading on what's going on with your life, Shelley, how can they get a hold of you?
818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizon.com. And Jeremy, how can Jennifer get a hold of you?
Hey, everyone. I'm out there on social media, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. My last name is Riden, R-I-D-E-N, Jeremy Riden. My website is Riden Results because my number one thing is to get you results in your life. And I do that with the intuitive coaching, numerology, astrology. I got a sale going on. Just go to ridenresults.com, fill out the questionnaire, and you'll be able to get my services that will help you know exactly what's going on in your life. And I'm going to turn it back to you, Shelley, but I really want everyone out there listening. Not only do we help you with what's going on, but we help you understand why it's going on. Like Shelley did. She told exactly what's going on with you, and I tell you why it's going on. And that's what we want. For every cause, there's an effect. For every symptom, there's a cause. And so get out there and start forgiving, and you will be healed. We're going to turn this over to the Shelley. Thank you for calling, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling, Jennifer. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We're now going to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden, and then we're going to take another 201 call. What are the wealth houses in the natal chart, Jeremy?
What are the wealth houses in the natal chart? Now, I could speak for 6 weeks on this topic because your natal chart, first of all, that is the chart of the map of the sky the moment you were born. So I was born in Benton Harbor, Michigan, September 21st, 1975. At that exact moment I took my breath at 12:52 in the p.m., the sky had the stars and the planets all in a certain position. And that birth chart takes a picture of what the sky represented at the moment you took your first breath. In that birth chart, we begin to see how all the energies of the universe are working in your life and how they made you into your unique personality. So when we look at the wealth chart, if we're just doing simple astrology, you would want to look at the 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. What are houses? Houses are areas of your life. There are 12, the birth chart's in a circle. It's like a pizza, and there are 12 slices. And every slice represents a different area of your life. We don't have time to get into all the slices, but when you start Googling and you start Yahooing your birth chart information, pay close attention to the 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. These slices of the pizza generate your wealth. They tell us about your wealth. So we would look at what's going on with your 2nd house, what's going on in your 6th house, what's going on in your 10th house. 2nd house is what you value. It's how money comes to you. 6th house is your work environment. 10th house is your career reputation. So those are the houses you want to look at, 2, 6, 10. Back to you, Shelley.
Jeremy, let's take our next caller, which is area code 201. Hello, 201.
Hello, this is Rose.
Hello, Rose. Good afternoon. And Rose, how can we help you?
Well, I have a question about work and career. I have been applying for various positions, and I've also enrolled in a class where I feel it will help my career. So my question is, do you see me finding a job in the near future, and will this class actually help me become more employable?
Well, those are great questions. Rose, when's your month and day of birth?
December 10.
Okay, so you're 12/10, right?
Yes.
And how old are you right now?
61.
61, 61?
61.
Yep, 6'1". I'm going to turn you over to Shelley. Real quickly, though, anyone born on the 10th of December has the ability, Rose, to be a success because you're with you, a lot of people get success by trying many different things. With you, your success is dependent upon becoming extremely focused on one thing, becoming very black and white. Even though the world is very gray, with you, it comes to being more black and white. This is who I am. This is how I present myself. These are the things I care about. These are my values. Take it or leave it. So as we get ready to go to Shell, and I take a look at what's going on in a minute with you, I would say if that class it goes along with your worldview, if it goes along with what you believe and how you want to represent yourself, then focus completely on it. Don't look at this, maybe I could do this or maybe I could do that. Settle on one thing and throw your whole life behind it, and you'll find the answer of wealth that you're looking for. Shelley, what do you see about this class, or in general, what do you see about her career? Will she find a job anytime soon?
I feel that, Rose, the class is going to be beneficial. I feel you should take the class. You're really going to get a lot of valuable information from the class that you could take and use in your career. So the class will be important. And I do see you finding a job as we get into late April, mid-May. There's a job coming up for you in your field of expertise, in which you have experience in. And Jeremy, what do you pick up for Rose?
Well, what field were you going into, Rose?
Well, I do office work, which is extremely competitive. For every position that's available, there are over 500 applicants. So I'm frustrated because it's so hard to find work, and I have to take temp jobs. I no longer want to do that. So I'm getting more into the criminal justice field. Hopefully
gotcha.
that's not competitive.
Yeah, and that would be great. That'd be fine. But here's the situation, okay? And I'm just going to give you some practical. Everyone say practical. Here's some practical wisdom for you right now. What are you doing to set yourself apart from all the 500 resumes that are coming across everyone's desk? Part of your accomplishment right now, or part of your goal while you're achieving this class, is to become better at communicating what you can do, communicating in writing and in speaking, setting yourself apart as an expert. So I need you to relook at your resume. I need you to look at it through the eyes of an employer. Look at it through the eyes of, not just the same old words. What's going to set you apart as an expert? What makes you better than all these other people?
I just did that. I put myself on my resume like I am at the top of what I do and consider myself a senior expert at it. I recently did that, so thank you.
There you go, everyone. Confirmation, Rose. You keep going forward with that confidence that you are an expert. You will be financially well taken care of. You're a 10 of diamond. It means the finances are coming. Just keep presenting yourself as an expert. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
And Jeremy, how can Rose get in contact with you?
Well, everyone out there, Rose's question was about career. If you need career advice on what is the best career for you, and trust me, my friend, not everyone should be doing the same thing. I don't care if they say computers is the health field is the greatest field to get into. If it's not supported by your natal chart, you'll never make money at it. or you'll never be happy at it. I want you to make money and be happy. To find out what will make you financially happy and how to get that finance, you can go to my website, Riden, R-I-D-E-N, results, R-E-S-U-L-T-S, ridenresults.com. Fill out a free questionnaire, and we'll get back to you on setting up a consultation. How can people get a hold of you, Shelley?
818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizon.com. We're now going to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 310. What are the wealth planets in astrology, Jeremy?
Once again, this is a great question, and I'm excited about all the callers coming in. We got great callers today. You want to look at the whole chart. So everyone's in your mind when you look at an astrology chart. The word that should be going through your mind is wholeness or context. How does this all blend in together? No one single planet, no one single house will control the entire chart. The chart will speak as a symphony. And so if you're looking at wealth planets, there's all kinds of things you want to do. Number one, Jupiter is the planet of luck, is the planet of blessing, it's the planet of where things come to you. So you would want to see where the Jupiter is in your chart. Why? Because it means that those things come easy to you. And usually if it comes easy, you're good at it. And usually what you're good at, you make money at. So you want to see where your Jupiter is. You want to see what planets are in the 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. So maybe your sun is in the 2nd house and your moon is in the 10th house. These planets what these planets symbolize become important. So, sun represents your identity, your ego. So, it being in the 2nd house of value, you really value on having a strong identity, on being seen as someone important. Moon in the 10th house is your career. Moon is emotions. So it tells us that your emotions, when you play a big role in how you get money or how you get your career. When your emotions are high, your career does good. If your emotions are low, your career goes bad. So it's reading all these things. But look at your Jupiter. Look at what planets are actually in the 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. And then, we could go on and on and on. I would just say that to get a really detailed, accurate prescription, contact me at ridenresults.com, and we'll look at your chart further. Shelley, let's take that call if you're ready.
All right, area code 310, you're on the air.
Hi, my name is Cecilia, and my birth date is 11/19. I'm 62 years old, and I'm about to embark on an overseas journey, and I have a sense that right now is the time for me. I'm retired, and so I do have a set Social Security pension, but I feel like now's the time for me to really do things that bring me joy. And I'd like to know if you can look at my chart and tell me what areas, or as you did for the last caller, what emphasis should I have that I would be successful at a new career?
Absolutely. We'll take a look at that, Cecilia. Real quickly, you gave it to me before. You said your birthday was 11/19. How old are you right now?
I am 62.
62. And Shelley, she wants to know about what would she be doing good at career-wise. I'll turn it over to you, Shell.
I think that you would be good in the creative field, like interior decorating, fashion, something more creative, graphic design, website development. Those are some of the areas that I feel that you could have success in. I feel that you're very creative. You have a lot of creative energy. Anything with writing, anything with music, you're extremely creative. So I feel that those are some areas in which you could have success with, Cecilia. What were you doing in the past?
What I was doing in the past, I've had about 10 careers, but most recently it's been working with hybrids, working in the spiritual field, assisting others, and being more aligned with their authentic selves.
So you've been working with holistic healing?
Absolutely.
Have you took Reiki?
Yes, I've done past life regression, and all kinds of energetics, thought channeling, meditation, healing, all those kinds of things.
That would be good for you too, because you do have healing abilities, and you're also very psychic. You have strong intuition, so anything with metaphysics or psychic would be good. And the healing would be good, and you might want to look into working at a healing center. Check out the healing centers in your state, close to the city that you're living in, and maybe try to work in a healing center doing healing for clients. And massage therapy would be good, too, if you wanted to embark on a new career. That would be good for you also. What do you pick up for Cecilia, Jeremy?
Cecilia, go breaking my heart. Okay, listen. I noticed how you said travel is really good. Part of your cards are really centered around travel. Another part of your cards are really centered around knowledge, gaining knowledge, new knowledge, and assimilating it. And so this year at 62, it shows that the occult secret knowledge and learning secret knowledge is really big. It's really big towards you achieving something this year. So what I'm going to suggest is where Shelley said some of that about writing. I would suggest that you start focusing on doing a booklet, doing some type of little writing that you can start throwing out the knowledge you already have. You already possess a ton of knowledge. Now it's about just sharing that knowledge with the world. It's about letting other people not have to wade through everything you waded through. You give them the nuggets of what you've already learned on all these different topics. So if something catches your eye in the historic field or the occult field this year, be open to learning it, because it's going to allow you to really shine. So career-wise, definitely in the occult. And when I say the occult, I'm talking about like astrology, numerology, enneagram, spiritual sciences that can really empower people with that knowledge. So you definitely have a powerful course here in the next few years on sharing spiritual truth, and I really hope you get out there and you just do that, okay?
It will be done. Thank you both.
Jeremy, how can Rose get in contact with you?
Cecilia, Rose, and everyone else out there can get in contact with me. You can text me by calling 616-795-5999, or go to my website. Riden's my last name, and it goes ridenresults.com. Look me up on Facebook, Jeremy Riden.
And you could get a hold of me at 818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show, Cecilia.
Thank you both.
Thank you. We're now going to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden on wealth, how to create wealth, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 818. What is the law of attraction, Jeremy?
Well, law of attraction is a phenomenal teaching that I'm sure a lot of our listeners are familiar with, which means that what you focus on is what you create in your life. And one of the questions I had on there is, why does not law of attraction seem not to work for most people? And it isn't that law of attraction doesn't work. It's just that we are not doing it correctly. We're not doing it where it has the most power in our life. Simple mistakes that we make when it comes to law of attraction is focusing on what we don't want. Meaning, instead of saying, I want to be healthy and focusing on what health looks like, we just focus on we want to lose weight. And so the law of attraction doesn't know adjectives, meaning like pro or con. You say I want to lose weight, you think that's positive, where I want to be skinny, but that's not what that sentence means. That sentence means I want to lose weight is negative, because lose is negative, and you're wanting to focus on the fact that you need to do something. So now the law of attraction is hearing you constantly need to lose weight. So you're not going to actually lose weight, you're going to gain weight. And so law of attraction, you want to focus on not what you don't want, but what you do want. So you don't want to focus on the fact that you're behind in poverty and your bills aren't paid. You want to focus on the fact that you're alive. It's a new day. You're healthy. Your family loves you, and create the feeling of abundance. You begin to focus on all the things that make you rich in this life. I mean, I took a shower today. You know what? 2/3 of the world don't have running water. They don't have indoor plumbing. And if you sit there and do that old cliche, count your blessings one by one, and just see what God has done, you will begin to feel how blessed you are. That feeling of blessing will attract more blessings. So the law of attraction is what feelings and dominant thoughts you have will consistently show up in your life in one way or another. Back to you, Shelley.
Let's take our next caller, Jeremy, which is area code 818. Hello, 818.
Hi.
Hello, 818. 818.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
who
we
do we
can.
have the pleasure of speaking to?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
We can hear you loud and clear. What's your name, sweetheart? What's your question?
Oh, great. I'm Carmen, September 17th, 40. And my question is, I've been on disability and I'm up for renewal. I just sent in my paperwork and I'm really concerned. I'm worried. I've been on for a while. I'm trying to, get my life together and get on track since I've been on the disability. But I just, I'm concerned because I suddenly have to move and I don't know if they're going to need me to come to California for an appointment and if I have to financially plan for that next month or if they're going to approve it to keep it going right away.
Okay, so your question is what's going on with your disability. You said your birthday was September what?
17th.
Okay, 9/17. How old are you right now?
40.
40, excellent. Shelley, what do you pick up concerning her disability and travel, and is she going to be okay with this?
I feel that they're going to renew your disability, and they're going to want you to come down to the office, so you will be taking a trip to California.
Okay.
Because they're going to want you to come in person to assess you. But it looks like upon doing an evaluation of your condition, that they're going to go ahead and renew the disability. So the disability is going to get renewed, Carmen.
Okay. Oh, good. Because I was concerned. I've been trying my best to get better, but it's been a kind of a long process. But I do all kinds of healing work myself and try to do that on myself. But, that was my main concern.
And do you have any other questions, Carmen?
I'm wondering, should I stay in New Mexico where I am, or is there going to be any improvements in just anything that I'm working on where I could have, more money and be able to eventually get off disability?
I feel that you should stay in New Mexico. New Mexico looks like it's a peaceful place for you, that you're happy there, and that you like the city and you like the people in New Mexico. And eventually you'll get off disability, but it may take another 1 or 2 years. What do you pick up for Carmen, Jeremy?
Well, sweetheart, I really like how you said you're doing a lot of spiritual work on yourself. Part of your life path is actually sharing spirituality and sharing specifically how our thoughts create sickness, how our thoughts create lack and disease, how we allow our situation to change our thinking instead of letting our thinking change our situation. Very synchronicity that you are the caller right after the question of law of attraction. So the law of attraction, even though it's been very highly taught, is something that you need to get into and re-examine over and over again, how your thoughts are empowering you and how your thoughts are disempowering you, and how you can change the negative into a positive and teach that to others. So if you're, get your Facebook, share your thoughts, write your little booklet and put it up for self-publish it on Amazon. There's all kinds of things that you can do. You'll do a lot better by getting out of your head and start sharing what's in your heart. And that will help balance, because you got a lot going on in your head, and we need to balance all that positive, all that deep thinking you got. We need to balance it by sharing it from your heart to others. Right now, are you single, dating? What's the situation in the love life?
Well, I met someone at a Tantra retreat in November, and it seemed very promising, but he's kind of been retreating a little bit. Right now he's in Bhutan, which is a little country between India and China, I think. And,
okay,
but I'm really
so
hoping
the reason why I ask is what I would like you to do is to be, the fact that you met him was right on track because it got you open to the idea of dating. I'd like you not to be exclusive to him right now. I'd like you to be open to the idea of attracting 2 or 3 more people to date in the next few months, just to get you out of the house, to get you out of your head and get you living life again. So don't just focus on him, but focus on being a channel that can get to know many people right now, and see what it is you really want in a partner. What is it you really want in a sexual mate, and begin to allow yourself to even think about those things. It's easy to shut that part of ourselves off, but you're not supposed to shut your heart off right now. Even though you're focused on disability, I would say be open to love opportunity and just tackle the disability one step at a time by your thinking process. It will work out for you. Thank you for calling, and keep listening to the show. Back to you, Shelley.
And Jeremy, how can Carmen get in contact with you?
Carmen San Diego and everyone else out there, go to my website, Riden, R-I-D-E-N, results, RidenResults.com, or you can look me up on Facebook or Twitter. My name is Jeremy Riden.
And you can get a hold of me, Carmen, at 818-744-5241. or go to PsychicHorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show, Carmen. We're now ready to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 330. Jeremy, what do you have in your best-selling book, Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You Always Wanted?
Well, today the question is about wealth, how to create more wealth. And the number one secret that I know about wealth is this. To change your life story, you got to change your soul story. What is your soul story? It is your belief about your life and about yourself. You've got to change your central self-worthiness. If you believe that you're not good enough, you'll never get good. If you believe that life is struggle, it will always be a struggle. You got to change what you believe to see the changes that you want in your life. That's it there, folks. Belief, it all starts with beliefs, because what we believe affects our feelings, and how we feel affects our actions, and our action brings us results. So if you want good results, you have to have good action. To have good action, you got to have good feelings. To have good feelings, you got to have good beliefs. So the number one thing is, what is your belief at your soul level? Start working on a soul level, and you'll see it at a life level. I'm ready for that call if you are.
Yes, area code 330. Hello, 330.
Hello. Hello.
And who do we have the pleasure speaking to?
My name is Kim, and my
Kim?
birthday is, yes.
And what is your birthday?
When's your birthday, Kim?
4/15/71.
So how old are you right now, 48?
I'm 46 until Sunday.
Oh, birthday's this Sunday. All right. Well, great. I'm going to take a look. You're going to be 47 on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your question?
Money. I have money coming in.
Okay. All right, Shelley, we're going to turn it over to you. What's going on with Kim's finances?
I feel, Kim, that there'll be some finances coming in June, July. That in June, July, as we get into the summer months, there's going to be improvement with your financial resources. April, May looks like it's a little slow, so you need to watch your resources. You know, you need to be cautious about how you spend your money. But June, July are good money months, and your money is going to improve in June, July. And Jeremy, what do you pick up for Kim's money?
Well, Kim, I would, first of all, I'm not too worried about money. I know you are, because a lot of your cards are diamonds, so you know, money, it takes money to make this world go around. But you have a 10 of diamonds, which says overall you're protected, your finances get protected. I would just caution you, because you're 47, and so next year you go into not at 47, but at 48, you go into a Saturn return time. So you want to look at Saturn return. It really is your second Saturn return. So Google second Saturn return and start looking at all of that. It's going to give you a lot of information on what's kind of going on in your life. A lot of stripping away, a lot of changes are going on as you get more close to living your ideal truth of who you are and what you want. This also is a time right now to really use your mind to get really creative. So a lot of your finances is going to be centered around getting creative and how you can, you know, create more wealth. So I would sit down and I would just get with a friend or even a career consultant and start doing brainstorm sessions where you just bounce off ideas without rejecting any. It isn't a judgment time. It's just a time of flow. How can I do this job 10 different ways? How can I create this kind of money? And you'll begin to find out that your mind will pick up on a divine idea because your mind is very intuitive right now. So this year, use your brainstorming sessions to pick up on the central intuitive themes that keep popping up. Follow those themes, and it will lead you to prosperity. Happy birthday on Sunday, and may this year be one of the best years yet in your life. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
We're now going to continue our interview with Jeremy Riden. Jeremy, what is the two greatest secrets Master Teacher Jesus reveals about money?
Well, you know, Jesus taught a lot of great things, but probably two of the greatest secrets he taught, metaphysical teachings that he taught when it comes to finances, is number one, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. And the kingdom of God, he went on to say, is inside of you. It's inside of your heart. So really, seek ye first the answers in your heart. What are the things that you feel passionate about? What are the things that you're curious about? What are the things you care about? Seek ye first, not the opinions of your family or the advice of everyone else, but what does your inner guru, your inner teacher, your inner Jesus, your inner Buddha, what are they impressing upon you? Seek that out, and it will lead you to the right path. It will lead you to the right partner. It will lead you to the right career. And so trust your intuition. That's number one. Seek the intuition inside you for your money. Number two, the greatest teaching he taught is give and it shall be given. Give and it shall be given. What you sow is what you reap. If you're financially stressed right now, the worst thing you could do is to become fearful and hold on to your money, because now you're sending out a thing of lack. If someone said to me, Jeremy, if I was down to my last $20, what I would do, I would go out and I would give that $20 to the guy on the street that had the sign, please feed me. And you say, why, Jeremy? You only got $20. Because it's the principle that you give to people. You give to the universe. You give out, and it shall come back more than what you originally gave. So two things: seek your intuition, listen to it, and number two, be a giver of time, a giver of energy, a volunteer, an encourager, a lover, a supporter. Push it outside, give it to the world, and it'll come back many, many ways.
And Jeremy, what do the very rich know about the phrase, make your money work for you and not you working for your money.
You know, this is a wealth show, and we're glad that all the callers that called in on Psychic Horizon, and we all want to make more money. Something that the very rich know that a lot of the working poor don't know is make your money work for you and not you work for your money. So the question is, what's more important than money? And what's more important to money for the rich is time. Time is more important because why? Money is infinite, but time is finite. There's only so many days, there's only so many hours in a day. There's only so many days in a week. You only have so many years in a life. So your time is the most valuable thing you have. So what you want to do is you want to do things that free up your time so you can make more money. So, for example, is if I'm just working a regular job, I'm only going to make $500, $600, $1,000 a week. That's it, because I'm trading my time for money. But what I want to do is I want to trade my money for time. How do you do that? Well, the way you do that is instead of if I'm running a business and I also got a house and I also got all kinds of responsibilities, I can't do everything great. And if I'm running all over the place, everything's going to be just half okay. So what do? I hire a cleaner, someone to clean my house. I hire somebody to do my errands. I write books for a living. But am I a great editor? No. So what do? I hire an editor. Why? Because it frees my time up for me to focus on the things that I'm good at. And it allows other people to do what they're good at. And so the best thing I can do for you is also let your money work for you. What does that mean? That means do investments. People that got stocks and 401k, they're not working for the interest that comes off of that money. The money's doing it. You've got to find ways to get money coming to you without you having to lift a finger. I have my books on Amazon. What does that mean? Yeah, I had to spend so many months and years writing those books. But now that the books are done, anytime someone buys a book off of Amazon, that's my money. That's my money making money for me. I didn't have to do anything else. It was residual. It was coming in on its own. So if you really want to be wealthy, you've got to create products. You've got to create businesses that free up your time and allow you to have money coming in off of things that you did at one time or another and not have to continually do. Back to you, Shelley.
What does flow have to do with creating wealth, Jeremy?
Absolutely wonderful question. Everyone out there, if you're stuck financially, probably the number one thing you could do right now is to go exercise. There's a great spiritual teacher, and she said, if you're stuck in one area of your life, it will plug up the other areas. And so what I have noticed is that people that are maybe not physically active, they've been sitting behind the computer too long, or they've been, doing too much time researching and studying, that they haven't got their body out and moving their body through walking and swimming and exercise, that lack of exercise will actually result in a lack of money. Why is that? Because money honors movement. Say that with me in your head, folks. Money honors movement. Where do I need to get movement in my life? If you've been, stuck in the house by yourself, like one of the callers previous, get out there and go on a date. You don't got to marry them. You don't have to have their baby, but just the movement, just getting out there, putting yourself out there says to the universe, I'm in the game of life. I'm here to play. I'm here to create something. So just, what the flow, ask yourself, where am I stuck in my life? And begin to create movement in that area. If you feel stuck in your creativity, get on the keyboard, write a paragraph about the dog that you had in third grade. And you're like, what in the hell is that? It doesn't matter. Just the act of you writing, just the act of you putting something down on paper will begin to spark your imagination. It will begin to tickle your intuition. So flow is everything. Creating flow. What does creating flow mean? After you got the movement going, look and see where the momentum is. So you're just out there trying to do everything that you can do to generate movement in your life. And then all of a sudden, the universe points you in a direction. Hey, this door is starting to open. Then follow that open door. See where it leads to. So many people don't allow their curiosity to lead them because they're like, I don't want to marry this, or I don't want to buy this, or I don't want to be this forever. Don't allow indecision to stop your flow. Indecision that makes you hesitate will make you regret. But if you say, hey, I'm open to whatever life shows me, I don't have to do it forever, but in this moment, this is where the flow is, then you will open one door after another, one blessing after another, and you will have a full life because you're in alignment with spirit instead of being stagnated by your fears.
And Jeremy, how does hypnosis play in changing your money map?
Everyone out there has a money map, and everyone's been told, you know, you're worth this amount of money. Maybe your grandpa was a factory worker, your dad was a factory worker. So in your mind, even if you're a lawyer or a doctor, you may be thinking subconsciously, I can only make this so much money because this is what anyone in my family ever made. And then you begin to sabotage yourself when you start getting beyond that money subconsciously. This is not something that you know you're doing aware. This is something you're doing, you're not aware of it. That's why I suggest everyone out there to get my book, Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted, because that book will show you how to change your subconscious mind and show you how to have more abundance in life. You can get it off of Amazon.com under my name, Jeremy Riden. But the best way to use hypnosis is there's a lot of free stuff out there. Go to YouTube, write in the word hypnosis, and write in money. And you'll begin to find a lot of quality stuff about money and how to attract money through listening to these audio messages while you sleep or while you're relaxing or while you're taking a nap or while you're meditating. When you listen to these messages over and over again, they get into your subconscious mind and they help you not to sabotage yourself. They help you to stay on track. They help you to stay focused. They help you to have a positive self-image so you can have the money, the promotion, the job, the wife, the girlfriend, the weight loss. All of this comes through the subconscious mind. And the only way to change the subconscious mind is through repetitive messages. And the best way to get repetitive messages is when you're in a relaxed state and you're not overthinking and you're not anxious and you're not upset and you just sleep or you take a nap or you just meditate and allow these repetitive messages, these subliminal messages, a lot of times with music, penetrate your subconscious mind by listening to it every night before you go to bed, maybe listening to it 3 times a day. And after a while, you'll begin to see that you feel different, you act different, and you're getting different. The power of hypnosis. Go to YouTube. It's free, friends.
I wanted to thank Jeremy Riden for being my special guest on the Psychic Horizon show. He'll be back on May 10th. I wanted to thank Tiffany White, Sage Woman, for producing the Psychic Horizon show, Goldilocks Production. I want to thank the callers today who participated in the Psychic Horizon show. Thank you for calling, Jeremy.
Thank you, and everyone have a happy April, and we'll see you in May.
All right, have a good weekend, Jeremy. Bye-bye.